Hey, what's going on? It's PM Vlogs here. So, just kind of wanted to talk about a few things that are kind of coming to the channel, a couple things that have been happening, and just kind of, I guess, have a general just chat. So, this is going to be one of the talk videos. So, if you're doing something else, just, go ahead and click away, go do whatever you want to do. Just, you can listen to this in the background. So, made a couple of upgrades to the channel, and one of those is going to a Rode Wireless Go system for audio, and in doing that, allow me to basically, when I'm recording these little talks and different stuff, I can do one of two things. I can either set up a remote camera somewhere, mic myself, and then go about doing whatever I'm doing, and y'all can watch whatever interesting, whatever. Or if I'm recording something like this, I can just start the iPad and the Rode Reporter app, start it going, and go about whatever I'm doing, and just kind of keep talking about whatever I'm talking about. The other thing is, went ahead and got a drone for the channel, and just kind of thought it'd be kind of fun to do some drone photography or drone videography or something, just record different things with that and put them up on the channel. And I may take the video from that and voice it over with some audio from this. I don't know. But I just kind of figured it would be something kind of fun, exciting, different. They're not really different. I mean, everybody's doing drone stuff these days. If you look at like Casey Neistat or someone like that, they're doing drone clips in every single video that they do. But it's new to me. This is actually the second drone I've ever owned. The first one was one of those, not cheap, but it was about $120 or something. I got it at Toys R Us. Saw it, good price, thought it would be real cool, but if you really don't have skill of what you're doing, not having the GPS and the self kind of gyroscope thing in there, I didn't find it really easy to fly. It was more of a pain in the butt trying to learn it and stuff. So I figured this is, the Mavic Mini, the price that they're at. And then the big perk with the DJI Care or whatever they call it, $40, I think, something like that. They cover you, I think, for 2 replacements within a year. So to me, it's really positive when a company, really makes it at and really at the price that they're making it. I really don't see why they don't just knock the price up another $40 and just say, hey, included is this. It's a $40 value. Just tack the price on there. But I guess on their end is I'm sure they're hoping not as many people will sign up for it or something like that. So at the end, then you have less exposure on your end, because there's a very limited time that from what I can tell, that it'll let you sign up for it. But if it pertains to you and stuff like that, look into it. If not, I may not know stuff about the drone care plan that it might offer that might be kind of interesting to know or good to know. But the other thing, and I was thinking about making this 2 separate videos, but I'll probably just make it one video, and it kind of ties in with this whole thing. When I ordered the Rode Wireless Go, I went on Best Buy, found it, and instead of doing what I should have done, which was just do a store pickup at the local store for this and the the adapter cable to go from TRS to TRRS, so I can plug it into my iPad or my phone. Instead of doing that, I looked on and I'm like, hey, if I order it now, it'll ship to the location I'm at, which is a vacation rental, but it'll ship to that address and I'll be good to go. Well, then I get a notification in the middle of the night, your order's delayed. And as luck would have it, it's not the wire that's like $15, which isn't, I mean, it's not frustrating. It's frustrating, but it wouldn't have been as, big of a deal as, hey, the microphone is delayed. So that's a $200 item that is now going to be arriving when I'm already gone. So called Best Buy. They said, oh, no, no problem. We can do an intercept and we can redirect it to your house. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys. About 7 hours later, get a notification. Hey, your item just shipped. It's going to the address where I'm staying at this vacation property. Not good. Call up Best Buy again. Hey, I spoke with a representative this morning. They were going to do an intercept on it. It's still showing that it's shipping out to the vacation property that I'm staying, the rental property that I don't want it to go to. It needs to go to my house in another state. Not a problem. We'll take care of it. All right, cool. Second rep, I mean, all the reps have been very helpful. Second one I speak with, she says, you know what? I can do this. I'll cancel this order. It'll come back to us. Don't even worry about it. You have to wait whatever amount of days for the refund on your credit card. We'll go ahead and reorder it, do a ship to store, come pick it up in the store. So I said, you know what? That's perfect. If you get an email today from her, hey, just want to inform you, we can't do the intercept. Okay. I didn't think we were doing the intercept anymore. I thought we were just going to cancel the delivery, blah, blah, blah. So send her an email back. Didn't hear anything. Say, you know what, let me call customer service again. Speak to another person. And the person says, look, don't worry about it. I've put it in there. We're going to refund you. We'll take it from here. Don't worry about it. We'll contact the shipper and we'll get it taken care of. Awesome, great. So if it all works out, it all works out. If not, I've hopefully spoken to these people enough times that there will be enough documentation to get my funds back to me for the purchase. That, yeah. So the other thing was, and now it's January 4th. By the time you see this video, it'll probably might be today. Who am I kidding? I'll probably get this done in a few minutes. So the other night, it was New Year's Eve. We decide we want to order some dinner. Staying out, you're on vacation, just like, you know what, we want to go out and about, but we're just tired. We don't really feel like going anyplace. Don't feel like being out on the roads. Possibly drunk drivers, people driving silly, trying to hurry to get to someone's house or whatever. So place an order, 8:30 on Grubhub. Get us some food. It says it'll take about, I think, an hour to an hour and a half to get here. It's all right with me. It's New Year's Eve. I understand there's a higher volume of orders. So we sitting around. Hey, where's the food at? I don't know, let me look. Yep. It says still in process or whatever it says. All right, cool. So that keeps going. And hopefully the audio doesn't start cutting out, because I'm going to try and just set this iPad down and see if I can just record. There we go. I can see. I'm trying to test this out today and just see how this whole thing functions and records, and how well or it does or does not do. So let me just put that up there. So place the order, and it seems kind of weird using a wireless mic with just an iPad, but I can walk around, I can do things. I can be in this corner of the room, I can be in that corner of the room. I don't have to be stuck to carrying my iPad around, which I did for the first 8 minutes of this. And now I put it down and it's just doing its thing, sitting over there on the couch. So 9 something rolls around. Hey, where's the food? I don't know. I'm gonna keep checking. Keep checking. I think around 10:15 or so, I look on there. Hey, our food's on its way. Great job. Awesome. It's now been quite a while, but it's New Year's Eve. Let's not stress. We'll get our food when we get it. It'll be all right. So, keeps going. I'm looking at the tracking, and it gets to be 10. It said it would be delivered between 10:25, 10:35. I go on the app, and I'm kind of looking at it. If you've never used Grubhub before, it allows you to go in there and see your driver location. Kind of like if you've ever used Uber, same principle. It shows you a map, shows you where they're at and stuff, so you can make sure that you're ready for when they come to your door. So keep checking. I see, okay, hey, here's the car. Okay, it's coming. It's working its way toward us. All right, cool. Hey, wait a minute. This thing is now moving backwards. It's going back toward where the restaurant is. All right, you know what? Maybe he got, or she, I forget what gender the person was. Pretty sure it was a he, though. So, get to checking. I'm like, okay, maybe the driver thought they realized they forgot something or something spilled. And I don't work in that industry, so I don't know, but they may have a pretty good rapport with the companies and businesses that they deal with. He may be friends with the manager or an associate at the business. Say, hey, I was in my car, I took a turn, and the baked beans fell over and made a mess. Can I come pass by and pick up another thing of baked beans? Yes, we ordered barbecue. I don't know if we had baked beans, but you get the point. Well, yes, we did have barbecue. Well, we wanted to have barbecue. So, go ahead, send the driver a message, because the person just straight up disappeared on the map. Their car their little icon went away, and you can't really move around the map to see maybe they're going a different route, whatever. It gets to be 10:35, still car's not back on the map, still no nothing. Send the driver a text through the app. Possibly it was a good number. I'd gotten a phone call from a wireless number, same area code and everything. But it was one of those, like, it called and just enough for it to pop up with the number on my phone. Didn't even ring. Called the number back thinking maybe it's the driver, thinking, hey, this happened, that happened. Hey, I just got in a wreck, whatever the case was. So called the number back. Nobody answered. Figured, they'll see a missed call and whatever. Maybe I should have texted that number. Sent a text to the driver through the app, because that was a different number than the one that called me. So I was like, okay, well, should be the right one. So it's now getting close to 11 o'clock. The restaurant closed at 10. I'm like, you know what? Let me just, on a random chance here, let me call the restaurant and see, did the driver pick up the order? Is the driver on their way? What's going on here? So, reach out to the restaurant. Luckily, somebody was open. I'm sure they were probably packed that night and just trying to... But luckily, somebody answered the phone, and they said, the driver we had the food ready at 9:15 approximately, and the driver never showed up. So, I asked the person who answered the phone, I said, hey, I'm assuming by now there is no way I can get this food. I'm sure y'all closed for the evening, and y'all probably didn't hopefully, they're not just keeping the styrofoam containers sitting there with the food out, under a heat lamp for 2 hours or whatever. So he's like, yeah, we're closed for the night. If we could remake it, if we had a delivery service, I would have ran it out to you. So I asked the guy, I say, this is my first time having an issue with Grubhub. And I'm not faulting the driver. I'm not faulting the restaurant. I mean, You know, and when I called Grubhub that night, because he said, just call Grubhub, let them know that you called the restaurant. They said nobody ever picked up the order. They'll refund you, and everything will be great. I said, okay. I called Grubhub. Nobody answered after I was on the phone for about 15 minutes. And then ended up going run to the store at 11:30 at night on New Year's Eve to go get us something to fix to eat for dinner. Because by that point, we were not just hungry, we were freaking starving. So, go to Walmart, get something to eat, get us both something to eat, get a few things, come back, make it home from right before midnight. And that was that. Called Grubhub the next morning, and the person I speak to, you know, it's one of those things. I told the person, I understand, you know, I know it's the holidays. I understand that, you know, it's New Year's Eve. I don't know, maybe something happened, you know, hopefully it wasn't anything bad, but possibly something happened. And they said, not a problem. Sorry, things didn't work out with getting your order to you. We apologize. We are sorry about that. We'll go ahead and refund you the entire amount. And I said, yeah. I said, you know, it's no big deal. You know, I understand things happen. You know, there may have been something on his end. He's like, yep, we'll reach out to the driver and we'll find out if anything happened. And, you know, who knows? You know, obviously if the driver's just being a lazy worker, then, you know, hey, sucks to be you, you know, you can move out of the way and replace you with somebody that can do the job, you know, if it was some kind of accident or emergency on his part. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and hopefully everything is resolved on his end. Like I said, things happen. If it was no fault of his own or even if it was an accident on his part, you know, I can understand that. I forgive. No big deal. Even if it's not, I don't really care. I got my money. I got my money refunded. We got something to eat. It's just, you know, it's been one of those things where always, I guess the whole moral of this, and wow, I've been talking for a really long time. The whole moral behind this, you know, I'm working on adding to the channel, adding stuff, enriching the content, trying, and also maybe bring in more viewers. Obviously, I never made this channel with the hopes of this channel blowing up to like billions of subscribers. I do this because I enjoy it. I do it because it's fun, and I have a job. I work not Monday through Friday. I work what I work, and this is fun to me. If I have 100 subscribers, then I have 100 subscribers. If I have 1,000, I have 1,000, you know. I know some people are like, oh, if you want to grow your channel, you need to make a schedule and do this, and do that, and do all this. And, you know, hey, I noticed really one thing that really helped is going in there and properly tagging everything, not just kind of going with a generic set of tags. So I realized it only actually puts those tags when I do it on the computer. If I upload from my tablet or my phone, I don't get any of those tags. So a bunch of my videos have absolutely no tags on them. But maybe some of the ones that I've actually tagged and decently tagged, people watch it and say, hey, while they're watching it or listening or whatever, they'll click over to other stuff and say, this person has some decent stuff. I'll hit subscribe, whatever. But I guess the whole moral of all this is stuff happens, things happen, problems occur. You just got to kind of, hate to say go with the flow, but you kind of just sometimes have to go with the flow and just stay on top of things. Do what you got to do to make sure everything works out properly. If you got to call 100 times to customer service, sometimes you just got to do it. But the thing is, you know, when you're dealing with situations like this, and this is where I'm going to end this at, when you're dealing with situations like this where you're dealing with problems with customer service or whatever, all these places at least say they have recorded lines. Whether or not that's true, whether or not they keep that for any length of time, keep in mind, if it ever has to be escalated to a supervisor, if they listen to it, and I'm sure they're going to do their job no matter what, and they're going to try and keep a client, but if they see that you're being rude to their people, disrespectful to their people, you're probably not going to get as far as you had hoped. You know, they'll probably refund your money. They'll probably do that. But if there's the opportunity for them to say, hey, we'll give you a $20 account credit, or you know what, better yet, we'll send you your order expedited shipping. You may not get that type of service. You may just get, hey, we'll go ahead and get your order out to you, sir. You have a good day. Thanks for calling whatever company ABC. But if you at least let them know, and when they see that and they review the whole event's account and they see what's going on, because yes, it is frustrating. A $200 microphone is kind of just floating out there. Right now, I have $400 invested into a $200 microphone, but if this keeps going and there's no resolution toward the middle of January, when they say I should see a refund for the one that didn't get here, at least when I say, hey, may I speak with a supervisor to get this issue resolved? When the supervisor says, let me go look through all these notes, let me go pull this audio and see let me review this whole chain of events, he's going to see, hey, called this morning, this is what I told the person. Called that afternoon, hey, I told this person this morning, this, da-da-da-da-da. I'm just looking to get this resolved. You know, in my opinion, I would look better to say, hey, you know what, this and this and that. This person's not upsetting me by cussing my employees out. Go ahead and get this thing taken care of and give him no hassle. He hasn't hassled my people, and he's been respectful to my employees. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end it on that note. This has been 22 minutes. This is way longer than I wanted to go. So I'm going to end it now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.